Hi Scorpio, Happy New Year. This is your forecast for the month of January 2017. This is a general reading for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Rising, or Scorpio Moon. If you have a different rising or moon sign, you might find watching those videos helpful or more informative for you. Please remember that these are general readings, and so they may not apply to everyone. If you would like a reading that is specific to you, please visit my website at thealchemistastrologer.com, provided on the link at the upper corner. If you have visited the site before, you'll need to clear your browser's cache for the schedule button to function properly. Now, the last week you have this Eight of Pentacles, so you're still working diligently, but this is a bit of a difference. This is more enjoyable. Whatever you're doing, you probably are pleased about it. It's something close to your heart and you want to work on it. So you could be working on some type of craft or skill or getting some job training. Maybe you're doing some type of apprenticeship. There's learning involved, some kind of education or developing your talent or acquiring a skill. But this is a week about self-improvement. For some of you, you may be getting a new job. You may be changing your career. Maybe you received a promotion. Maybe you are entering a whole new field of work. Some of you have decided that you're resistant to partnerships and you want to be self-employed. You want to do your own thing. There's also a focus on preparing for the future. So you may be thinking about saving and investing. You may be trying to get income from your skills. So this could be a week where you focus on paying some bills or climbing the corporate ladder. If this was learning, maybe there are issues connected to teaching or mentoring. For some of you, you're just learning to manage your money better. Maybe you made some poor choices and it created a lot of burden on you. Maybe you were too focused on your pleasurable pursuits and that became a burden, and now you're having to pay the price. You're paying those bills and trying to cut back and manage your money better. Some of you are cutting corners. You are, trying to figure out how you can make things work better because maybe there was a lack of work, or maybe you lost your job, or maybe you're unemployed, or maybe you were doing something that only gave you some short-term income. So this is not a week to pretend that you know more than you do. You need to pay attention to what you're doing. Make sure you're producing quality work, whatever that is, and make sure that you are involved in things that will produce for you on some level. So there are some changes or some challenges or some obstacles that you may be facing this week, but those are motivators for you to strengthen that determination to succeed. So again, if this is financial, you may have to come up with some ways to increase your finances. Maybe you take a second job on, or you moonlight at night, or you begin that business, or you start that savings account, or you change your budget in some way. But this is going to be a week where you're going to want to be more actively involved in your security and where your money is going. On the positive, you may have received a promotion, or this week you may begin an interview that is for a higher paying job. If this was a health issue, this could be a week where you start working on improving your health. For others of you, something has come up that is a burden to you because it's going to threaten your security. You may have to dig into your cash flow, or, pull some money from savings that you hadn't planned on, or perhaps where you're working, there are some issues there's some problems, and you realize that your work environment is not as stable as you may have thought. Or again, if this is health, a medical issue could come up, and maybe it's yours or it's someone close to you, and it's more serious than you had suspected. So this is a week to focus on those details, but don't get in a rut. Don't be so focused on getting angry about every little thing and holding on to it, or totally being focused on self-gratification and self-indulgent. This is a week to look at the details, though, the finer points of something. Take a closer look. Look behind the curtain for something to be revealed. For others of you, you're so focused on work that you need to step back and notice the magic of everyday living.